What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Bible Tales. In this one, we're going to go through logic, We're going to continue through logic, and we're going to talk about identifying good arguments. But before we do that, the boys really wanted to get into some trivia, although we're missing one. Come on. So let me ask you this, Alex.
Yeah.
Paul instructs Christians to owe no man anything except... Oh, did I stump you? Paul instructs Christians to owe no man anything except...
Huh?
love. Romans 13:8.
Okay, bro, that's like the most.
Okay, stop, please.
More trivia.
Oh, this is a good one. Who was the older cousin, Andrew? Jesus or John the Baptist?
John the Baptist.
Good job.
JTB.
JTB.
Good old JTB.
Oh, that one's easy. Oh, Alex, what was Judas in charge of in the group of 12 disciples?
What was who in charge of?
Judas. Can you put that down somewhere? That's not something we're using right now. What was Judas in charge of?
I don't know.
You don't know? Do you remember what Judas was in charge of?
Himself.
Good job, Mommy. He was in charge of the purse. Oh, good. No, he said Mom. He corrected me. You're no longer Mommy. By the way, you're no longer Mommy, in case you're wondering.
Mom.
I know. I just said you're no longer Mommy. All right, Andrew, fill in the blank. Jesus said to the Pharisees, they honor me with their lips, but their blank are far from me.
Heart.
Good job. Alex, how many books are there in the Old Testament? 27, 39, 45, 58, or 66?
Wait, can you say it again?
27, stop it, Andrew. 27, 39, 45, 58, or 66?
39.
Good job. Good boy. You have stuff there. Move your hand.
Ew. Yeah.
Okay, last one. Easy, too easy. Can you just sit down and relax a little bit? Oh, some of those are super easy. I'm like, I can't ask you guys these. Oh, okay. Oh, Alex, this one's for you. In 1 Corinthians, what kind of sports event does Paul compare a Christian life with? Running. Good job.
Bro, I literally memorized.
It's actually not running.
Oh.
It's a race. Kind of the same thing.
Well, don't you know that all the runners in a stadium all run, but only one receives the prize?
Good job. How'd you do on that, by the way?
We didn't even take it.
Serious?
Yes.
Awesome. Oh, Andrew, here's a good one. How old was Noah when the flood came on the earth? 100, 250, 400, or 600 years?
Can you say the options again?
Can you talk normally, please?
Can you say the options again?
100, 250, 400, or 600?
400.
He was 600 years old. He was Unk status. Okay, Alex, this is way too easy. Check this out, though. I'm going to ask it. I asked you not to do that anymore. Mommy, can you take that stuff, please? That sanitizer?
Mom, you said already.
Alex, where did Pilate order a big rock put?
I swear, if he doesn't know. What's it called?
Do, 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 do.
How do you not know?
Do, 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 do.
Jesus is two.
Yes, Jesus is too.
Whoa.
Good job. Okay, that's enough.
Ask one for Andrew. I got more of them.
Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to keep this entertaining for people to watch also.
Wait, one more for me.
All right, fine. Okay, this is a good one. Fill in the following blank. For if any man be in Christ, he is a new creature. Old things have passed away. Behold, all things have become
New.
Good job.
Shut.
For bonus, what chapter of what book and what verse?
Can you say it again?
It's 1 Corinthians 5:17.
It's gonna say 1 Corinthians 5:17.
Yeah, right. I wish. That would be amazing if you pulled that out. All right. So now let's talk about training your brain, boys. As usual, we're going through Frank Turek's amazing material, mostly. All right. This one is about identifying good arguments. Seriously? Boys, tell me who's going to talk because we only have one mic to share. When you hear the word argument, what's the first thing that comes to your mind, Andrew?
My little brother.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Alex, when you hear the word argument, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Andrew.
Okay.
You're copying my answer.
So let's be a little bit more specific. What's the first thing that comes to mind?
Alex's rage issues.
So you think of an argument as being rage. Okay.
Wait,
What do you think of when you think of an argument?
Andrew's crash outs.
Andrew's crash outs. Okay. Is that the same thing as rage issues?
Yes.
Okay.
No,
You have
it's
muck
not.
in your teeth. All right. Okay. I agree. It's like yelling.
Crash outs.
People, the temperature is hot. People are heated. They're tense.
Wait,
Stop it.
heated?
And
Heated.
they're
Both
tense
ways?
and they're like they're upset, right?
They're tense in both ways.
I asked you to stop playing with that, please. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Ooh.
All right.
Shut up.
When we talk about building an argument in logic, we mean persuading others with a reason or set of reasons that an idea is right or wrong. Remember that crazy word we learned last time about started with an S? Do you guys remember what it was? Syllogism. Syllogism is a form of an argument where the conclusion follows from the truth of two or more premises. I want you to stop doing that now, okay? I know what you're thinking. What's a premise? A premise is a statement from a conclusion from which a conclusion follows. Sounds easy enough, right? It's a statement from which a conclusion follows. Get it?
Isn't a premise not an outline?
It probably has multiple meanings. Let's look at the example of a syllogism below, and you'll see what I mean. Okay, so here's a premise. All mammals have fur. That's premise number one. Do all mammals have fur?
No. I know an animal that doesn't have fur. Andrew.
Hold on.
It's true though.
Stop. He has hair.
That's not fur.
Okay, fur or hair. Sorry, I didn't read the whole thing.
You said just fur.
Okay. All elephants are mammals, yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes, all elephants are mammals. Therefore, all elephants have fur or hair.
No.
They do, actually. So all of these are true. All these are true, okay? You have the premise and then you have the conclusion, right? All mammals have fur or hair, yes. All elephants are mammals, yes. Therefore, all elephants have fur or hair.
Wait, so all mammals have fur or hair?
That's right. As you can see, the syllogism to the left consists of a premise and conclusion. Oh, sorry. Premise, two premises, and conclusion. The goal in argumentation is to have true premises arranged correctly. Then the conclusion has to be true. We call that kind of argument, quote unquote, sound. A sound argument has true premises and conclusions, and they're all valid, meaning they are arranged correctly. Let's take a look at each premise to see if the conclusion is proven by the premise. So, Andrew, all mammals have fur or hair. Is it true that all mammals have fur? Yes, it is. This is one feature that all mammals have. This is a true premise. All elephants are mammals. Is it true that all elephants are mammals? Well, elephants are warm-blooded, have live babies, and feed their babies milk. This is a true premise. Therefore, all elephants have fur or hair. Does the conclusion follow the premises? Yes, it does. Elephants are mammals, and they have thin coats of fur or hair. This is a sound argument. You guys get it? Premise, conclusion. When you evaluate the syllogism premise by premise, it will help you figure out if the argument is sound or not. That is pretty much it. A sound argument means the conclusion is true. An unsound argument means the conclusion does not follow. All right, so Andrew, these are sound or unsound, okay? Or Alex. So you're going to say yes or no, all right? Okay. All whales are mammals. Yes or no?
Sound.
Good job. Well, yes, also known as yes. Okay. A baleen whale is a whale.
Yes.
Okay.
Unsound.
Therefore, a baleen whale is a mammal. Sound, yes. Okay, the argument is sound. It's the argument is the whole thing, guys. These are yes or no questions, and the argument is the whole thing. Premise, and then conclusion. Okay, here's another one. Everyone who goes to school will get a degree. Yes or no?
Yeah. No. No. Unsound.
Yeah. Were you hesitant on that, or you knew right away?
I knew right away.
Yeah.
Because college is different than school.
Yeah, you can drop out of college.
Here's premise number 2. Timmy goes to school. Yes or no?
Well,
How are we
I
supposed
don't know.
to know that?
Timmy's in 3rd grade. Timmy lives with his parents, and
Yes.
Timmy goes to school. Okay.
yes.
Little Timmy goes to school. All right. Now, he's a good boy. All right. Therefore, Timmy will get a degree, is the conclusion. Is that sound or unsound?
Unsound.
Unsound, right? Why?
Because
college
he
is
might
different than
drop
school.
out.
He
Well,
might
because-
just
yeah,
not
he-
go to
'cause
college.
College is
That's right. Well, no,
you don't-
that's part of it.
school. Yeah.
But a
No.
degree could be a high school diploma. That's a degree. It could be a college degree. It could be different things, right?
Timmy's
Actually-
gonna drop out.
I don't know if they call a high school diploma a degree. Maybe that's
Yeah.
only college. Yes.
If you do you have to go, or like Andrew keeps saying you can drop out of college.
Yes, you can.
Why can't you just not go in the first place?
Well, you could do that also. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Well, your life decisions might change, bud.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're not making that decision right now. You're just
Yes, I
talking.
am.
Oh, okay. You trust me. Things change.
No.
All right. Boys,
Dad.
why did we spend so much time on syllogisms?
They're important.
They're important for sound what?
Unsound
Arguments. Good. Sound what?
argument.
Or unsound what? Arguments. That's right. It takes two, okay? Because a syllogism helps make a strong argument for or against something. You guys were right. The more you practice it, the better you will be at persuading others with good reasons. It will also train our brains to recognize strong and weak claims and arguments. Don't forget, it doesn't take only two to tango. It also takes two true premises to have a sound argument and two to have a conversation. That means learning to identify true and false premises in a syllogism will make you a sharp thinker. You are training your brain to evaluate the statements and claims of others. That makes learning fancy words like syllogism worth it. Don't you think so? Syllogism. You guys got to go to school on Monday and say, hey, you know what a syllogism is?
I know what a syllogism is.
What is a syllogism?
A word that starts with an S.
Here's how yeah, that's true also. Is that a good premise?
Yes.
A word that starts with an S? Okay.
And a word that I do not know the meaning of.
It's two premises and a conclusion that is, I mean, I guess it's always a syllogism. It's either sound or unsound, right? But that's a syllogism. So that's how I would describe it.
Basically an argument.
Well, let's go through the definition again. A syllogism is a form of an argument where the conclusion follows from the truth of two minimum or more premises. By the way, it's not premises, it's premises. I know what you're thinking. What's a premise? We already did this. A premise is a statement from which a conclusion follows. Sounds easy. All right. Premise, conclusion. Premise, conclusion. All right. Anything else to add?
No.
Anything else to add?
No.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please like, share, subscribe. Hope you found that helpful. God bless.